Did you hear about people robbing people that are doing microtransactions?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, we can talk about this when the show starts.
Yeah, no, but my general point is going to be
I've gotten jacked a bunch of times.
It serves them fucking right. They shouldn't allow that shit.
It's hysterical.
We should band together and everyone should rob those people. We don't want to we're protecting Asia because as soon as you can do microtransactions and sell them in the game, there's going to be people hauled up in some cafe killing themselves 24/7 so they can sell their shit on eBay. I'm surprised it's not already happening.
Welcome to the Couch Masters. I'm John C. Riley from J-Stan Studios, and of course, the creator of the Couch Masters. And with me are my couch sergeants. How would you call that? Couch master, whatever.
Couch jockey.
Couch jockeys.
I like that, couch jockey.
No, that sounds derogatory. Like
we don't like
jockey?
horses. Yeah, do
Like
we have
lawn
problem
jockey.
with horses?
Yeah, like what's wrong with horses? Why do you hate horses, John?
Do you hate small people, John?
Do you hate small people that ride horses,
You hate
John?
Game of Thrones, don't you, John? You're not a fan of Peter Dinklage, are you?
Lannister racist.
Yeah, you're a racist to the Lannisters, man.
Who likes the Lannisters, though? Let's be honest.
I love
I do.
Lannisters.
I do. They're awesome.
Love them.
Especially Jamie. I like Jamie.
Yeah,
Jamie
I don't know if you read
Lannister.
the books.
No, I have not read the books. I'm one of the ignorant television show
I just
watchers.
like watching TV.
Yeah, dude, I can't read. I just watch the pictures. I like
Filthy
the pretty
TV
pictures.
peasant.
Yeah, I'm a TV peasant.
Yeah, that's okay.
The winter is coming, though.
I'll just say, if you like Jamie now, just wait.
Winter. I
Just
can't
Just wait.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, did you want to do an introduction or something, John?
See, that's a good introduction to the introduction.
Along with me is the other Couch Masters, a man who loves the Rainbow Loom and cannot get enough of Comic Sans. It's Jesse. Jesse, how are you?
Fuck Comic Sans. Why would you even say something like that? I mean, you could bust my manhood, slap me in the face. You can insult my mother, but don't ever say I like Comic Sans again.
And with me, as always, is my partner in crime, the guy that I pretty much do almost all my podcasting stuff with. It's a man who's the bastard son of Weird Al Yankovic. It's Phil. Phil,
Hey,
how are
how's it
you?
going, guys? How are you, everybody? It's good to be here. And yeah, I am the bastard son of Weird Al. Me and Weird Al are going to travel the country inside a trailer and cook meth for the rest of our lives until...
Now, why meth? Why not just performing for kids?
The trailer looked like a Breaking Bad thing, and I went to go see Weird Al last night, and in the middle of the set, they did this Weird Al movie, like a biopic of Weird Al as a joke, and Aaron Paul was playing Weird Al in the biopic.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. I have a lot of videotape evidence.
Hold on. Who's messing with the microphone?
Oh, that would be me. Sorry.
Stop it.
Did I
Phil,
fuck
go
everything
ahead.
up?
Well, no, not everything's fucked up. It just sounded like you were doing some
Just like this. While Phil's trying to talk, you're like this.
It was,
It was a little loose.
it was
Loosey goosey.
It was a Lucy.
It was a loosey goosey. I didn't want it to fall apart.
I like loosey goosey.
So I've heard.
Well, yeah. So Weird Al is a fan of the Breaking Bad, and he's been posting a lot about it as well. So I made a reference to cooking meth on his trailer, and he seemed okay about it. So
I didn't think his career was doing that bad. I mean, I figured he had a few more years. I didn't think he'd have to resort to cooking meth just yet.
I think it just seemed fun, considering he found his long lost son. After all those years, I finally found my daddy.
My daddy.
My daddy. Hello, daddy. It's been a long time, daddy. I'm glad to
Are
have
you my daddy?
Weird Al, can I sit on your lap and play with your hair and suck off your nipple and make myself feel like a child again? That's what I was thinking. But really what I said was, okay.
Started sounding like Brian Regan. That's good. Really good. Okay.
Or like
Well,
Chris
starstruck
Farley.
were you, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Like Chris
can
Farley
understand.
when he's talking to Paul McCartney.
Remember that time when you were in the Beatles? That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. But it was cool. It was better than getting knocked out by Jay Leno's chin, which was the last celebrity that I saw. So other than that, it was cool. He was really a cool guy, and he met everybody after the show that were lined up to meet him. And a lot of times when you bump into artists, they just like walk past you and they give you the awkward fist pump, like hey, here you go guys, and walk into their trailer and eat pizza. We saw pizza carried into the trailer, and he waited to eat his pizza until he said hi to about 200 of his fans. So
that's a man who likes to eat too. That's
it is
dedication.
And he jumps around a lot during those shows, and there's a lot of amazing visual cues. Anyone who's into watching Al TV or any of Weird Al's different specials or UHF, there's a reference to pretty much everything he's ever done in his career during the show, and it's a big multimedia, theatrical, musical show that all comes together. And if you see Weird Al in your area, I highly recommend going to see him.
I'd love to go see him. I did see a video of one of his concerts, though, and one thing that did disturb me was that everyone was sitting down during the whole thing. Was that your experience?
No. People got up. The only song that people were sitting down during the whole song, I mean, in some of them people were sitting and watching, but there is a song where he comes out into the audience and he jumps up on chairs and he starts like humping people in their seats, like doing lap dances and such. I do have a lot. I mentioned it, but I do have a lot of videos. I pretty much videotaped the whole entire set, so I will put links to that on my YouTube.
Now,
page.
isn't that kind of illegal?
Well, it happens. I don't know. I didn't do the videotaping.
It's okay. He's my dad.
Someone handed me a camera on my way out that just happened to have the show. I didn't actually do it, so it's my responsibility as a citizen of this country to put that out there. It needs to go.
You have to put it out there so you can find the owner of the camera.
I mean, exactly.
You post it online. Did you film this? Was this you? If so, may I please use it?
Exactly.
Please contact me.
I'm pretty sure that's legal. I think we can call up a lawyer and see if that's legal, but I'm pretty sure it is.
You should have brought that up to Weird Al last night. Should have said, "Oh, it was so great, and I cannot wait to go home and watch it all over again on my big screen because I filmed it." You're cool with that, right?
Look at my camera.
I'll send you a link.
I will say he walked past where I was shooting him with the camera very closely, and he didn't seem bothered by it. So, a lot of shows, having gone to the Oddball Festival with Dave Chappelle and Fly the Conchords, if an artist wants you to not have any cellular or video equipment, they'll stop it. Oddball, they weren't kicking people out for smoking marijuana. They weren't kicking people out for starting fights. They were kicking people out for using cell phones. Just picking up your cell phone got you kicked out of the Oddball Festival. You weren't allowed any video capturing equipment, no pictures, nothing.
Because you're there to watch them. You're there to enjoy the show. Because so many people are like, oh, I'm going to update my status on Facebook. Or I'm going to Twitter that Dave Chappelle's last joke was hilarious.
And I have to say, going to a show like that, being the first show in a long time that no one was allowed to touch their phones, it was kind of a surreal feeling to see all those people actually paying attention to the show. And I think everyone got a better show because of it. I don't think they should have kicked people out of it. But I get
it's like the Alamo Draft House, that they have
extreme.
a rule about that.
It is a bit extreme. It's like going to a hippie festival, going to see the Black Crowes and getting thrown out for marijuana smoke. I mean, you're going to the Black Crow show, you have to smoke marijuana.
I've seen the Black Crowes. Yes, absolutely. It's the only way I could have stayed.
Now, where did Weird Al play?
He played at the Hampton Beach Casino.
Yes, that's where I saw him.
Out of the area, it's in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, on a beach area where there's a couple casinos and it's a good little tourist area. And
Plug.
When was the last time? The last time that I saw him was at Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom, and that was probably 2000. Yeah, 2000, I think.
I saw him earlier this year at the Beverly Music Theater, and I have to say, for a venue, the Music Theater was a better spot because he was on a rotating stage. So through the whole show, the stage is going in circles, and because of it being a very theatrical show, he could enter and exit from a lot of different locations, and it made it a very unique show. But seeing him here was more like seeing him in a small, sticky, very, very sticky, dirty, dingy club. That place needs some updating.
That's the way I'd like to experience, though.
No, it was great to get both experiences.
And they do everything there. Like somebody said that one of my friends said saw Killswitch Engage there at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom. I've seen Artie Lang perform at the Casino Ballroom.
Yeah, I've seen the Black Crows there, and I've also seen some interesting like swing music there, and they have a lot of stand-up comedians and such that go through there. So it is a cool location in this area. It's not too far from Massachusetts for any of our friends living in Massachusetts, or if you're living far away, if you're traveling through, Hampton Beach is a really cool place to check out. It's got a lot of fun stuff to do, video games, carnival games, and a lot of tasty treats and places to drink.
It's like Venice Beach's retarded little brother.
These are like all of my favorite things: video games and drinking.
Video games, drinking, live entertainment, people watching, the beach.
They have an outdoor amphitheater there now.
Nice.
That I did not see the last time I was there. So apparently they have outdoor shows during the day as well.
That's interesting. Hey, are you guys familiar with the Alamo Draft House?
Yes.
Yes, with that they have a strict thing, kind of like the Oddball Festival.
Yeah, what was it, like 3-4 years ago? They released a video with a woman.
Yes, this is it right here.
Clip.
Yeah,
this is the United States of America. I love her.
Now, what do you guys think about that?
Hold on for a second.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys actually enjoy treating your customers like a piece of shit, because that's how I felt when I went to the Alamo Draft House. Okay? You know what?
That video got like some of the best examples of typography in a video. It's beautiful.
Dark in that place for me to find my seat, alright? I was using my phone as a flashlight to get to my fucking seat. So excuse me for using my phone in USA, the United States of America, where you are free to text.
Shut up, you stupid bitch!
I was not aware that I could text in your theater, alright? I texted in all the other theaters in Austin, and no one ever gave a fuck about what I was doing with my fucking phone, alright? And it was on silent. It wasn't on loud. It wasn't bothering anybody. You guys, obviously, were being assholes to me, and I'm sure that's what you do, you know, to rip people off. You take my money, and then you throw me out. You know, I will never be coming back to your Alamo Draft House or whatever. I'd rather go to a regular theater where people are actually and it's, you know, I'm going to tell everyone.
Full respect for fucking artists performing. Shut your shit off.
I'm pretty sure you guys are being assholes on purpose. So thanks for making me feel like a customer. Thanks for taking my money, asshole.
A bitch.
And then at the very end, they're like, anytime.
You're welcome.
Yeah, don't come back.
Thanks for not coming back to the Alamo Texter.
Yeah.
Back to the Alamo Texter.
See,
but I just want to play that because
if that place was around here, I would totally go because of that commercial. That is like very effective advertising for me.
I love the Alamo Draft. I've heard so many awesome things about it just because me and Phil are big fans of Spill.com and they're out of Austin, Texas.
That's where they do the Spill.com karaoke thing every year, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, they do
karaoke
film festivals out in there too, don't they?
Yep. Fantastic Fest.
Yeah.
And
Austin, Texas Texas gets a bad rap because Austin seems like a really cool place, and I've been through there.
That's what I've heard.
It's real. It's almost like its own state into itself.
I'm looking forward to hopefully moving there someday.
Let's have a field trip, Couchmasters field trip, Austin, Texas.
Let's go.
Let's go to a Spill. I would definitely enjoy go down there.
Spill.com RTX. That would be awesome, and hang around and meet some cool people.
So what do you guys think about that in general? Like, I think a club or any artist should have the right to request no cellular or no video or equipment. I don't think that's an unusual request. Theaters do it all the time for plays. Why shouldn't other people be allowed the same kind of respect as artists and performers?
I think the big problem, what they're really worried about, is people recording and putting it on the internet and losing revenue that way. Mm-hmm. But I agree with you, even just for the manners part of it, just being respectful to the other people around you. I hate that. I hate that when I'm in the theater and I hear someone getting a text message or making a phone call. I mean, that's the worst when someone like picks up the phone and starts, no, I'm not busy. No Biggs, I can talk.
God, I haven't seen that, but I would love to have
had that happen.
Have that happen and get away with that. And then the next one is the loud talker, the ones who want to talk along with the movie. And it just you're stuck in front or behind somebody who just won't shut the fuck up.
I can't lie. I've been at certain movies where I've been that person, where it's a movie that's ridiculous and everybody else might be finding it serious and I find it ridiculous and I'm stuck in the movie situation. I will yell ridiculous things. I'll go all Mystery Science unfunny, whatever, or funny mystery science, depending on my mood.
Boo, Wednesday Testaburger, boo.
This sucks. Or I'll just start laughing at things that people. I remember seeing The Man in the Iron Mask in the theater and getting dragged to go see that. And I was seeing it with two people that were crying during the movie because they were so emotional. And that scene where the Three Musketeers and D'Artagnan are all lining up, getting ready to charge the soldiers, shooting them with guns. And the guys all shoot them with guns and they charge and then they come out of the smoke. I was with people that were crying. We're like, oh, so emotional. I was like Robert De Niro in Cape Fear, like or seeing X-Men 2 in the theater when Magneto broke out of prison. I cheered. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, get out of there, Magneto. And seeing like Freddy Krueger movies, slash her, kill that Nancy bitch, Freddy, kill her. So I guess I've been that person. I suck.
In the Freddy Krueger movie, that's just responsible theater going. She
in hell.
Me and my buddy watched that. And we must have been stoned or drunk or something. We're just like giggling through the whole thing. That's because it's a great movie. I love the movie, but like,
which movie is it? I'm sorry.
The Exorcist.
Okay.
Yeah, just like when she comes down the stairs backwards, we just like laughed out loud. Everyone else like jumped and screamed and were like, "Ha! That's great! That bitch is upside down."
There are so many movies that people take so serious, and they're just funny situations where you just laugh at the most ridiculous things that happen. Watching Braveheart, I don't think about all the people that die. Whenever I watch that movie, I think about all the torture to horses. Next time you watch Braveheart, notice how many horses are harmed in the making of Braveheart. It's a ridiculous number.
Excuse me.
Is that the Cape Fear? Perfect.
Answer. I'm not usually a fan of remakes in general, but that's one of the examples of a remake that needed to be made and is better than the original. I find the Cape Fear with De Niro way better than the original Cape Fear.
Who was it that was playing Robert De Niro's character? It was Robert Mitchum, or
yeah, I think it was the same guy who plays a cop in the remake of Total Recall. I don't know his name offhand. I could do some IMDb, but my internet's not working. IMDb. So, but I don't feel like doing IMDb
book
right now.
Get on that, John, because I don't feel like doing it.
In the IMDb.
The IMDb.
Imbib.
But I guess that remake was before the slew of every movie being remade. I'm sure you guys heard that they're remaking Carrie now.
It was Roger. No, Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, they're remaking Carrie. They're remaking RoboCop. How do you guys feel about that?
I really don't like the remake idea of RoboCop. Why not just make a new movie franchise with a similar type character? Again, that's what bothers me. It doesn't bother me that the Karate Kid remake was made. It's that they didn't just say it was inspired by the Karate Kid and call it the Kung Fu Kid or something. They don't need to use the built-in franchises to do some of these remakes.
But that's how they're doing it. Like, that's the only way a movie gets made right now is if it has a reoccurring, like a character that's already been established. You can't make a movie right now unless it has brand recognition.
It just bothers me.
Me too.
And it's why the movie industry is failing where television is succeeding right now, because movies are panicking and they don't know what to do necessarily, and it's hard to get new intellectual properties off the ground, and you're getting a lot of retreads, and it's costing us entertainment value.
Absolutely, and it's more. I mean, even the internet is like really thriving because there's a lot of creative shit happening on the internet. We talked about this, I think, our first video about how it's incredible what's coming out on the internet right now.
And it's driving these great actors to work on television. If you watch the Emmys a couple weeks ago, a lot of the greatest actors working alive are all there. Kevin Spacey, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. All these people are sitting there working on television series.
Robin Williams came back too, didn't he?
Robin Williams coming back to television as well. And on the Crazy Ones, which I've been watched the first two episodes. Episode 2 was better than episode 1. It connects to what we were talking about last week. Sarah Michelle Gellar is on the show, and again, she's something that bothers me. I wish it was the other Buffy the TV show, not her.
Well, but get over it.
Robert De Niro is actually coming to television. There was a HBO pilot that was shot and picked up with James Gandolfini playing a cop. It's based on a book series, and the pilot with Gandolfini will never be shown, but
he's not going to make it for the series.
No, he's probably not going to make the series, but they recast the part with Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro will be playing it and coming to an HBO series probably next year. So
what a vast difference. De Niro and Gandolfini, I can't imagine those two being interchangeable.
It is, but it's weird when you think of certain projects like that. A lot of people don't know that the original Back to the Future had Eric Stoltz.
Yep.
Yep.
And there's actually, you can find some footage of that. And it's really
on the Blu-ray,
weird.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real.
The original Indiana Jones was supposed to be who was it? The guy with the mustache.
Tom Selleck?
That's the one.
Really? That was a guess. Tom Selleck?
Yeah, Tom Selleck. Yeah, was originally supposed to be.
And who was originally supposed to be
Han
Han Solo?
He passed it up to do Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
And who was supposed to be the original Han Solo? Wasn't there somebody else cast for that originally?
There was, and then Harrison Ford was
just too awesome.
A carpenter. Yeah.
Where'd you get that indie picture in the back? You got Super Meat Boy, you got Fez, you got Braid.
Oh, that?
You got
I don't know.
Journey.
I just found it somewhere and I downloaded it.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Meat Boy, Bastion, Creeper, the chick from Sword and Sorcery, Journey,
Faster Than Light.
Trip, Captain Video,
Oh, okay.
the guy from Braid, and Fez.
Cool.
This game, Journey, looks awesome. I hadn't heard about it until fairly recently.
Really? Oh my god!
Yeah, it's a pretty big one on the PS3, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I'm thinking about picking up a PS3.
Are you sure?
Yeah, like I'm not sure. I'm waiting.
You gotta pick, man. You gotta pick Xbox 360 or PS3.
Yeah. If I don't know.
And the other systems are out on the eve of coming out, so you could save that money and just wait.
That's exactly it, man. Like if I wait long enough, I'm sure they're going to be like dirt cheap in a couple months.
Yeah. Once the other two systems come out, the 360 and the PS3's prices are going to drop even more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christmas time. Christmas time is the best thing to go for and stuff. The best time to strike.
See, I'm looking at used ones, and even used ones are like in the 200 range.
And no matter what, contrary to popular belief, there's no time period on when you can enjoy a game. A lot of people think you have to play the most recent game that's out or the games you want to play right away, but they're there forever. You know, they're not disappearing like when it took me 6 years to find a copy of Populous for the Sega Genesis. I mean, the games are being made in surplus now, and they'll be around forever.
I'm part of the Patient Gamer Club. That's,
me too.
Yeah.
I'm never one person that want to get it all the way right at that moment, right when it comes out and stuff. I only do that with games, but definitely not consoles.
There's certain games or certain consoles, but and because of that, I need to get certain consoles early. But there's certain games that I feel like I need to get at launch that I want to play right away.
There's only been, I think, one game that I had to have at launch, and that was Borderlands 2. Other than that, I can wait. I don't care.
The last two games I got at launch were Arkham City and the last Smash Brothers game for the Wii. Those two games, I was
okay, Smash Brothers, I can understand that.
It's like, I need to get Smash Brothers now.
The last two games I got at launch were the new Devil May Cry and GTA.
Oh, I also got Animal Crossing at launch.
Oh, yeah, obviously, you gotta...
Yeah, I need Animal Crossing.
You have to.
It's a given. Yeah. Nintendo doesn't count.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get all those games as soon as possible.
Man, I want a Wii U. I really wish that
there'll be a good price drop. There'll be a good price drop around the holidays too with those to compete. And there's a lot of really great games coming out in the next couple of months.
They're at $2 now, right?
What was that?
They're at $2.
Yeah, $2.50 I think.
Yeah. Okay. I think you can get one for $3, and it comes with the new Wind Waker, right?
Yeah, with the new Wind Waker. And there's already Pikmin 3. The Wonderful 101 is insanely fun.
Is that good? I've seen video of it, but I just...
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And the new Super Mario game that's coming out is...
That looks awesome.
Yeah, I played the 3DS version of it, and it was I don't usually say that, but it was one of my games of the year that no one had played when I did a podcast with John and these guys from the Boston Bass Brigade. I was like, none of you guys have played this game. It's awesome, and it's so awesome that they're making a Wii U version of it.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Mario. Mario's been my go-to guy for years.
Did you ever get a chance to play any of the Galaxy games?
You know what? I have not played a new Mario game since... Holy shit. I never played Mario 64, and I haven't played any Galaxies. Yep.
You've never played Mario 64?
So you haven't played any of the 3D Universe Marios?
Yes.
Interesting.
I played the new Super Mario on the
The
Game
Wii.
Boy, on the DS.
On the DS. Okay,
Yeah.
The side-scrolling ones.
Yeah, I love the side-scrolling ones.
They made a series of those when we finally do end up hanging out, and if you guys come by here, we can play a little bit of the Wii U Mario version and kind of the Wii U version of that game. And there's a Wii version of that one too. It's called the new Super Mario series.
Mm-hmm.
But the galaxies are kind of fun. It's you got to get into it. It's a different sort of feel. And I would skip at this point. I'd skip over Mario 64 because it would feel clunky in comparison to 3D technology. There's certain generations that translate well, like the 16-bit or the 8-bits. Still,
if I was gonna pick it up, I'd pick it up on the DS.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That version moves a lot smoother. But I personally don't really like Mario 64 as much as I like the Galaxy games. That's my personal preference, because the Galaxy games I feel like have got the camera shit down right, where 64 feels a little, still in the DS version, feels a little wonky.
So that's why I never got into the 64, because the camera angles just sucked.
Yeah, for the most part they were wonky. There's only a few games that got it right. Ocarina of Time, the Zeldas got it right.
Yeah, the Zeldas had it right, that's for sure.
The Zeldas always get it right.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the new DS Zelda game that's coming out? The remake of Link, or it's not a remake, it's a reimagining
in the Link to the Past.
Yeah, Link to the Past. It looks unbelievable.
My two favorite games are Link to the Past and Mario 3.
Mario 3, yeah.
Mario 3 is like the perfect game.
A lot of people prefer World to 3, but I agree with you. 3 is probably all in all my favorite Mario game.
World,
like Yoshi is amazing in World, and that is great. But I agree. Super Mario 3. I just remember when the hype when that game first came out. It was so huge, and it was such the big. I mean, it was in the movie The Wizard.
The Wizard, yeah.
A friend of mine got an import the year before with a Japanese version of it, and it was this big hyped video game, and 3 really just really hit home. It took what was cool about the American version of 2 and what was awesome about 1 and just made it into like a super game.
It was incredible. It was the best game on the 8-bit system.
I might have a few arguments. It was definitely it would definitely be in the Mount Rushmore of the 8-bit systems.
Fair enough. What do you think?
I would put up there. I would put Zelda, the original Zelda, up there. And there. Okay, yeah. Metroid would have to be there. Tech Mobile would have to be there. It really helped institute sports games, and I would guess the other game of the 8-bits. Some people would argue that the DuckTales games. One of the DuckTales games might have to be there. I might argue it's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Just because of how much I played that game and enjoyed it and still play it today. But there's a good argument, and I would of course put Mario 3 there. It's unquestionably probably.
It might be nostalgia that puts Mario on the top for me, because I just love Mario. But I mean, all those games you mentioned are all amazing games.
The exact way that you said about Zelda. Nostalgia would probably put Zelda number 1 for me without really thinking about it. But if I thought about it and really analyzed it, it might be the Japanese version of Metal Gear or something like that. Not the American.
Yeah.
But like the Japanese version of Metal Gear here was the original Strider was really amazing on the NES. And there was a couple other games that were really intricate. Maybe Dragon Warrior or
Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior, those two games there.
Those type of games were very impressed. Did it freeze? Poop. Sorry, Steph's playing DuckTales right now. But yeah, there were a lot of great 8-bit games, but
it's amazing what they did with the technology.
Contra would have to be on that list too.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't not put Contra for games that I played the most. This game, Baseball Stars. Mm-hmm. It was one of the first games where you could really create your own players and play them salaries and stuff, and you played against the gorgeous ladies of wrestling softball team and the American Dreams, and there was like cheat code that you could get all these steroided up players and stuff.
That's awesome. Nice.
I love that game.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it was Baseball Stars.
Yeah, I have a Nintendo emulator here with a ton of games. It's got almost everything I could imagine. So I'll look into it.
We might want to use that for a 1 versus 1.
Yeah?
Play some Nintendo, yeah.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. I definitely want to do a little Street Fighter 2 for the Sega Genesis.
How about a little double dribble?
Double dribble.
Double dribble.
Double dribble.
Remember that one? Oh, man, I love that.
Double dribble, yeah.
Yeah.
I even enjoyed the Atari one-on-one basketball game where the ball was square.
Yep.
I remember playing that game for hours.
Everything was square.
Dude, dan. Yep, exactly, babe. Dan.
Yeah. Jeez. Memories.
Out of my mind.
I could keep talking about 8-bit nostalgia all day.
Like the corners of my mind, Mr. Waterhole
Memories.
I turned. Sorry. But yeah, so could I. And I would say there's a certain point where, I mean, I never stopped playing games. I owned at least some part of every generation since the 2600. But from the NES into the Genesis, Super Nintendo period was probably when I was the most crazy into video games. And then leading into the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 was huge for my personal group of friends and us competing. Smash Brothers, Bond, Mario Kart were real. We still, the other night after my band played a show, we came back at like 3 o'clock in the morning and a bunch of us drunk came in and played some Smash Brothers for 2 hours. It's on the 64. It's just
64 Smash Brothers. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, I like the Wii one myself.
Melee is a better game.
Yeah.
It's the best of all three. It's better than the Wii one as well. It's better than Brawl. Melee, it's still the one that has the most current tournaments. And then the professionals play Melee as the professional one.
Really?
Brawl is considered not as hardcore. When I met a lot of them at Anime Boston in the PAX East, Melee is the one that is the real one to them.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think?
Even the creator of Smash Brothers, Sakurai, said that he feels like Melee is the better game, and he hopes to rectify that on the new system.
No shit. I'm looking forward to this new one. I mean, Mega Man's one of my favorite characters in gaming.
My girlfriend's favorite characters too.
Yeah.
Loves Mega Man.
Are you guys aware of the Kickstarter to bring back?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Oh,
Which
damn.
Kickstarter? My headphones kicked out.
What's it called? Number 9?
Yeah.
Mega number 9?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I have heard of that.
It's like the Mega Man that should have been.
Exactly, the one that everybody is asking for.
Yeah.
Completely off subject, but about Kickstarters. Did either of you
Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9.
Either of you watch the television show Titus when it was on?
Yes. Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, and it went off the air. It's coming back. They did a Kickstarter, and there's going to be like one season.
No shit.
Yeah, it was. They raised the money that they needed to do it. Everyone's on board to do it.
Where's it going to be? Is it going to be on Fox, or are they going to try and do an internet thing?
I think they're going to probably sell it to Netflix or Hulu Plus or something like that.
And I would love to see Netflix or even Hulu pick that up. Hulu needs some more original programming.
Yeah, and Hulu's original content sucks. They could use a good show.
I disagree.
Netflix hit the home run this last year with a bunch of good content.
Derek is not original, and it's and Orange.
Derek is the Richard
great.
Gervais thing, right?
What's up? Yeah, it's Ricky
Derek,
Gervais thing.
I haven't seen that one yet. I gotta check that out.
It's very
Orange
very
is the New
dry.
Black was
Very
great.
dry.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun show.
Yeah. I haven't seen House of Cards, the first one, the one that kicked it off or something.
No,
I've seen the British one and I saw the American one. I mean, I can understand why people that would be a fan of the British one wouldn't like the American one, but I dig Kevin Spacey.
I love Kevin Spacey.
It's entertaining. It's a good watch. It's slow moving at times, but in the series, and I'd say it peaks near the middle of the season. The end half of the season, you could tell they weren't quite sure how to tie it up, but it does bode well for next year.
Is someone playing an organ somewhere?
John must be.
Kenji Afune.
That's the Kickstarter video for the Mighty Number 9?
Yep. I worked in this game.
I recognize that guy's Japanese voice.
Onimusha, Dead Rising. Now I got a concept for an exciting new project.
I liked Onimusha and I liked Dead Rising, but I didn't enjoy Onimusha enough to finish it. But I enjoyed that.
How I felt about Dead Rising. Dead Rising was a ton of fun, but I could not I couldn't beat it.
Yeah,
I
enjoyed it. I understood the.
That's fucking bullshit.
What is? You
Yeah,
okay?
it just
You
wasn't
all right?
good
It's
enough,
only
man. It
coming-
just wasn't good enough. Oh,
It's only coming to the Vita, 3DS, PS4, and Xbox One.
oh, you got to get a 3DS, baby. Everyone's getting them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'd like to pick one up.
And that Jesse, just what you were saying, I'm not telling you not to get a Wii U, but if there's certain titles are going to be coming on both, like Smash Brothers is coming on the 3DS as well. I mean, I want you to get a Wii U so I have other people that I know that have them. And there's a lot of great games coming. But the 3DS is an awesome system as well, and I know especially if you have a little one that enjoys DS type games, the 3DS is a good excuse to get her one so you can play it more than half the time.
Well, I mean, it's such a tough call for me. I'm going to see what happens with the X-Bone and the PS4 here, but I mean, the Wii, I'd love to get the Wii. I do most of my gaming on the PC though. So the Steam box is really what's like really attracting me right now, and I'm waiting to see like what that's going to be and what's going to happen with it.
No, I hear you. A lot of people are, my friend Elia and a couple other gamers I know that are all, a lot's depending on how that ends up coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that works, if that works, it might end up killing Xbox and PS3. I don't think it will ever kill Nintendo because Nintendo will never sell out their first party titles.
Nintendo has.
What's going to kill Xbox
market.
and 360?
The Steam box, if it's successful.
I don't think it'll kill it, but it'll definitely be a competitor.
I think if it can do everything, and they can give games at cheaper prices, and you can get a console sort of feel, I think it would put those other two companies out of business, personally. But
the only thing that's going to keep them,
it would take a while.
Yeah, it would take a while. The thing is, though, that PS and Xbox both have their own titles. So
but none of them are. But they would sell out. They would sell out. Both those companies, once they realized that they were losing it. That's where my love for Nintendo comes through. And call me a homer, call me whatever. But they're a gaming company first. These other two companies are businesses that decided that the marketplace was ripe for video game success. Once they start losing money, there's no one. They'll fire a bunch of people and move on to something else.
That's so true. Nintendo is
as a gaming company first. These other places are electric companies, are electronic companies, are computer companies that decided that they can make a profit at making games. And they hired some really great people. I'm not denying the talent that's working at each company in the video game industry. I'm saying the bigger company, the evil gremlins on top of Sony and Bill Gates. Once they're like, we cannot make any more money. Oh, let's just cancel this all. And and if the Steam box starts being able to give people Amazon type prices for video games and they can get the same products, then Best Buy's going out of business soon.
But it's a great idea, great concept, and I know that we talked a lot about it last podcast. But thinking about it more thoroughly, Steambox is trying to push it as a console for PC gamers. But so many PC gamers, like Jesse and everybody else,
hate consoles.
Hate consoles, exactly. So why would you do that? So literally, if you're creating a Steam OS, great idea. If you're creating the console itself, it's also a great idea. But you're also taking probably about half or more than half of the populace of Steam out of the equation. You're
I think because those people who want to play Steam games. Those people that play Steam games the way they do now aren't going to be affected. I think what Steam's targeting here would be more trying to target the people that do buy the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the PS4, and trying to turn those people over to become PC gamers. Be like, you can do it cheaper over here and get the same quality. Come on over.
You can even get better quality in some cases.
Better quality in some cases. The people like Jesse or the other people that are playing it with a mouse and they don't and a keyboard and they don't want the console type features, just won't get it, and they'll just keep playing Steam the way they're playing now.
I'll tell you what attracts me, since this is it attracts me, and I'm a PC gamer. I want to play on my TV. My computer's my workstation.
Web TV, baby.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I had Web TV.
I won't hold it against you.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be great to be able to sit down and be able to play with Madeline play these games with Madeline. I play Trine all the time. She plays on the laptop, and I play on my computer, and her laptop lags behind me the whole time. It'll be nice to be able to play on the same machine and be able to sit in front of the TV and do that.
Oh yeah. right here. I'm just trying to see if I can get anything else up for the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Sorry.
I hope that was all recording. We got some good stuff in there.
Yeah, I've been
I
recording.
can tell by John's tone in his voice when he shifted it
Yeah.
into
I mean,
moderator mode. So, guys,
So, guys,
not
what do you
that
think?
we're recording or anything, but we touched upon this last week in the podcast.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
should we
I've been recording for the last 27 minutes.
All right, cool.
Good.
I need my broadcaster voice.
A broadcaster voice.
Everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. This is Walter Cronkite.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and practice my my voice in the potty. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Go make pee.
We finally got GTA Online up and going because October 1st came and went and their servers were down. It's hysterical. Yeah, it's hysterical how in-game like, jokes that are saying like, life hacker and all that other stuff, talking about cloud services that don't work and their cloud
Or
services
training
didn't work.
you can download the application to train Chop and stuff.
And it never works.
It never works. You're like, wait, where is that?
Yeah, I got to play that for a whole entire day, and every time I still get notifications like it's a Tamagotchi. It's like, Chop is bored, or Chop needs water, go play with Chop, or Chop needs to rest his legs, Chop is not getting happy. It's like, oh my god, get over it. It's like, I'm not going to fall into the pits of a Tamagotchi pet egg kind of bullshit.
Does that really improve? Does it like really improve things in the game, or is it just like he gets like
They
1
say it
point a
does.
day?
They say it does,
Yeah.
but
Just like everything Grand Theft Auto, you can kind of ignore it if you want to, and you can just proceed to do whatever you really want to do in the game. If you want to just walk around and again, my problem with these games is a good and a bad thing. The problem is I want to play the storyline because I enjoy the acting. The voice acting in this game's really good, and I enjoy the storyline. So I can watch that stuff on YouTube. When I play the game itself, I enter in cheat codes, get weapons, find a place to hide, and go shoot until I get full stars, and then try to fight off the cops. I do it every single time. My game, it's almost like when I'm playing the mission modes, I'm fighting off the urge to just do that. I'm like, don't kill anybody, don't go on a killing spree, don't go kill. Oh fuck it! And then I just go into.
I just can't help it.
I can't help it. It's too much for me. It's too much for my little
the
mind.
urge, especially when a really good song on your radio comes on. Like literally, I started I don't know, I think I ran over a couple of pedestrians, and then I started running from the cops, and all of a sudden Bob Seger's Hollywood Nights came on, and I'm like, oh my god, I was like, turn it up. I'm like, yes, this makes it all worth it. It was like hysterical.
This is the perfect song to go on a killing spree with.
Perfect, yeah, I just started running over people, and as soon as I lose them, the Bee Gees came on, and I'm like, right on. I'm like, yeah, just go. Just cruise.
But as John was saying, the online for the first couple of days didn't really work. It would let you get on for a second. You created a character, and then your character would immediately be deleted when you signed on again. It would freeze on the first tutorial mission. It was really difficult. A couple people maybe got through to play, but even for the first couple of days before they rolled out the update or the bug, one of the first bug fix, it was nearly impossible to get on.
You should never expect to play an online game.
That's so obvious.
The
I
first
agree.
days, yeah.
Even a game like Warcraft, when they do a new patch coming through or a new generation, when the Cataclysm happened or something like that, don't
Stay away for a
play
week.
That first, yeah, don't try to play it at first. Everything runs so slow, and they can't handle, and no company can handle it. Even the ones that make a living doing this. And Rockstar isn't by nature an online company. They don't care about that much.
Well, you know what they do is they don't buy enough servers because the busiest it's going to be is when they first start it up. That's when it's going to be like the busiest, and then after that it's going to taper off, and they're going to come into like a rhythm to it. So they're going to have a lot of people at some time and less people at some time. So they buy enough servers for that purpose, not for starting out.
Don't get me wrong; it was frustrating as fuck, though.
Yeah, tell me
it was
about
a pain in the ass. It really sucked. I mean, I'm just not going to go blasting them about it every single chance I get. But
well, we expect that. It's not like, we didn't expect it, or it's like some weird happenstance that, like, oh my god, the servers are not working all of a sudden. It's like, this is day one. This game sold, like, made about $1 billion in 3 days.
Yeah. And it's not like it's SimCity where you can't even play the one-player game. If it's not working, stop for a while. I'm sure none of you have beaten.
If you're unemployed, you'll be able to get on because you'll have all the time in the world. Like my brother, he's unemployed and he was able to spend all day and he was actually able to get past the race and past the shootout to actually doing free running. But literally, he was stuck in the world. Like if he resetted it, he would have been bumped off, but he was stuck in the world where nothing was open. I mean, literally, there was nobody there. So he was like, him and somebody else probably were the only people around there where stuff was going crazy. So, you know, when I finally started playing online, it was really cool. But I'm telling you, man, let me tell you the story. I think I posted it on Facebook. The fact that, like, I got past the first mission and the second mission, and they told me to go get new clothes. Yep. So I went to go get new clothes at the super shop, the hipster store, or whatever it is. Changing the clothing. The shopping store.
The shopping store.
And I get out of my car, I get out of the store, 2 people are waiting for me. I forgot to put it on passive. They start shooting at me and chasing me down. So literally, I'm like now a rabbit getting chased by wolves. They're trying to ram me like they're the cops.
You just see these 2 white dots out the door. You're like, what are those 2 white dots doing there? Hey, guys, what's going on? And I heard all of a sudden they run out of their car and they try to pull me out. And I'm like, fuck this. I just speed off. And literally, I'm trying to get away. They're like pitting me. And I'm like, screw this. I'm just going to get out of my car and shoot him. I expect him to get out of his car. Nope. It just continues to try to run me over. And I keep trying to dodge because my car's fucked. And it like runs me over. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And all of a sudden I write down his screen name like if I was in AOL or something. So target him once I get a crew to
I'm going to put a bounty on him. No doubt. It's like I have his screen name. I found him on Facebook. I found him on YouTube.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I will put a bounty on him in the game once I find out how. So a bounty lasts for about 24 hours. And I can set it for any denomination I want. So if I want to spend $10,000, $10,000 bounty on your head to anybody, and if they kill that person, anybody kills this person, they get the $10,000.
And a hit squad on his ass.
Pretty much. I would love to do that, but I've also run into other people where it was like, it was my dumb fault. Like when you're inside GTA Online, there is no place to hide.
No, because there's no stealth mode. Yeah. You see yourself as a white dot, and all the active players in the online game are all.
You want to be impervious to being killed? Go passive. Pay the $100. Go passive. Because I didn't, and I waited, and I was logging into Skype to communicate with my brother. Somebody rolls upon me and does a drive-by and just kills me. And then I go and find him. All of a sudden, I hear some girl talking. I go, yeah, hey. And she's like, hello. And I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like, start talking to her. I'm like, you know, what's your screen name? And she's like, why do you want to know? I'm like, well, I'm hunting down somebody. All of a sudden, the guy who killed me goes, oh, yeah? Yeah, that was me, you faggot. You want to come and kill me? Come on. Come and kill me. I go out to get him. He kills me a bunch of different times. Then I go on passive. And he apparently it activated a 1 versus 1 thing. And all of a sudden we were fighting against each other. But he was like literally really good. And like I was trying to ram him. And he shot me through the window and killed me. So I'm like, okay, what do you do to a person who you want to kill, but you can't get to them? You kill the ones they love. And he was with his girlfriend. That was the girl that answered the thing. So I found her because I heard what she was saying because they were in private chat. She's like, all right, I'm at the apartment waiting for you. And I go and boop, put a waypoint on there, find her, and I find her, and she's like, oh my God, he's here. Boom, and I just run her over.
Nice.
And she's like, you asshole, you just run over me. And I'm like, yes, and now I know where you live.
And John wins.
He's like, I'm like, yes, I win. I get the crown.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, John wins.
It was pretty awesome. And then all of a sudden I went in passive. And he goes, and he didn't know I was in passive. And all of a sudden I park right in his spot. And he pulls up. He goes, now get out of the car, man. Get out of the car. I'm like, okay, I get out of the car. He goes, now you're not going to shoot me, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not going to shoot you. He gets out. He tries to shoot me. And he goes, fuck, you're in passive. I'm like, hey, man, truce. And he goes, yeah, whatever. Hey, you want to go rob a bank with me? I'm like, yeah, sure. We all get into a car and go rob a bank.
And now you're best friends.
Pretty much, yeah. We were best friends for the moment until we were in Vespucci Beach, and we got chased by all the cops. Got stuck on the off a cliff, and then all of a sudden we were driving on the water, and he bails out. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, now I was like, crap, now I gotta bail out and start swimming. I was the last person alive until I got killed by the speedboat by the police. So that was one hell of a first day on GTA Online. Did you guys have Phil? Did you have a crazy day like that?
No, I had a lot of crazy days. I was more playing slide, running around in corners, hiding up on the tops of buildings, shooting people. But I did do a couple of superhero type stuff. I saw a couple of people getting jacked, and I ran over the people that were attacking them. I saw some person getting shot at by the cops, and I just drove off an up ramp onto the bottom of the road and like landed on top of the cop car and stuff. And it's fun. I was having a lot of good times, and I enjoy the banter in the chat rooms for the most part. It's pretty entertaining hearing people talk about what they're doing around the city and getting together for robberies.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It feels so beneficial when you kill somebody in this game, especially when they're a real person. And they try to kill you or run you over, and then you can track them down.
I think it does illustrate one of the only little problems I've had since the beginning with Grand Theft Auto. I don't love the combat system, the way that the shooting and the way just the way it all works. I find it very imprecise, and especially playing some other games that do it better, like a game like Mass Effect, even for instance, if the guns felt a little bit more like that. But that's a minor gripe.
Yeah, it's like the whole Max Payne kind of shooting.
It's because I suck at it.
Yeah, I'm only at level 7, and I haven't been able to play since Friday. Yeah, Friday afternoon. I was able to play, but the thing is, I've been so busy. Like I've been caring so much about GTA Online. I did not even work at all on the animation for the shopping stores movie until like Friday night. No, not even Friday night. Saturday.
It's one of those games that you can easily lose a couple hours without even thinking about it. Just partially just because of how enjoyable driving around the city can be, and just interacting with people and robbing stores, and just the whole vibe is playing silly things. I haven't quite done it, but the knowledge that you can go play tennis with people, bowl with people, things like that as well. And one little touch that we might have mentioned it before, but I just, for the very first time, sat down on a couch and watched some television in Grand Theft Auto, and just the television stations. I mean, I watched it in passing a second ago. Just all the time and effort they put into that, into the internet, in-game internet, and all those little subtle touches really make this feel like an alive world. Like maybe like no other game I've ever played before.
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed their live content. The first time I actually saw that kind of live content was in GTA 4. With like the stand-up stuff, like Ricky Gervais was on there, and a couple other people.
I skipped 4. I never really got the chance to play 4.
4 was okay. I didn't want to play it exclusively. I didn't like the driving mechanics in there.
That was my problem. I played it for 2 seconds, hated the drive. I'm like, I can't play this game. If you don't enjoy the driving in a Grand Theft Auto, you might as well not play it, because 95%.
It was so foreign from the other games. It was so different. So, but we all had a good time. I'll probably close out on this. It feels so like cathartic when I literally tracked somebody down. Somebody literally was tracking me down and shooting me. And when I didn't have a car, like I died. You don't start off without a car. And the guy tracked me down and ran me over. So I literally found where he was, and literally I saw him right ahead of me, and he didn't even see me. I had a huge car, and I just boosh, and I just struck him right at the lights, and it just cracked it, like literally pinned his car in between a guardrail and everything. He gets out, I back up and run the hell over him. I'm like, oh, it felt so good.
Justice.
Oh my God.
Justice feels good.
It felt so good.
Game where your ganking is encouraged.
Yeah, absolutely.
The trolls will come out, and you gotta be careful. You gotta watch yourself, because they could steal all your money. Just use the ATM, deposit all your money. Anyway, we could talk forever, just like we said in the second podcast.
We could talk more about Grand Theft Auto. We could talk about people that are putting real money in microtransactions and then getting robbed of their of real money and complaining about it, which I did want to mention. It's the last thing I want to mention quickly about Grand Theft Auto. People, just like Warcraft, they can buy gold. Or
Diablo 3.
You can download money packs. So I think everybody should join together in the crews, all us underprivileged people that aren't going to buy money in the game, and rob these people blind and take all their money.
Now, how will we do that? Will we strike people while they are I don't get it. Could you force somebody to go to an ATM and take out money?
I don't know. That would be awesome.
Oh my god, that would be so dope. That would be really cool. But moving from one video game to the other, we know that according to Kotaku and a bunch of other cool websites, especially IGN, talking about a Kickstarter campaign that was created by Kenji Afune, the man behind such games as Onimusha and Dead Rising, and of course, he is the guy who's pushing it for a new Mega Man game, a game that everybody wants. Though I guess a Mega Man game that everybody deserves, because it's not more or less it's not a fan made game like the Street Fighter versus Mega Man, but it's an actual video game that's going to be the concept of the creator of Mega Man. So Mighty Number 9 is coming out by Concept USA, and it's already fully funded on Kickstarter, close to $4 million pledged. It's insane to see all this stuff right here. And they're going to be coming out on multi-platforms. And I see the certain things as far as it says Mighty Number 9 is now confirmed to come to Vita, 3DS, PS4, and Xbox One. That was just an extra upon what they've already come out with, because it showed on their stretch goals on their Kickstarter page that they're talking about Mac and Linux versions, extra stages, PS3, 360, Wii U versions. A lot of different things. It's definitely going to have their hands in a lot of different things coming out right here. They're fully funded. We can't really say it's a Mega Man game. We have to call it Mighty Number 9, because I guess according to Kenji and a lot of other people, Capcom still owns the rights to Mega Man, but they're not doing shit about it.
No matter how hard Capcom's trying to kill Mega Man, it's not going to happen.
It's like the 25th anniversary. What do they do to decide? They decide to back a fan-made game at the end of the year. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Seriously?
That's because they wanted Mega Man to make that transition from 2D into 3D world type thing, and Mega Man's just not that. Mega Man is what it is, and it's amazing. And all the Mega Man games have been amazing. All the ones that are set up in the way it should be. So we need more of those. And if Capcom's not going to do it, bring it.
We need it's literally everything about Mega Man that we love, minus the name. He's got a redesign of what his costume looks like.
They can call it Boo Boo Shitty Fuck, and I don't give a crap as long as it plays like Mega Man.
I'll line up days before to pick this up. I mean, this game looks fantastic.
It's unbelievable. Unprecedented access to see teamwork through blogs, podcasts, video concepts, and all that artwork is available through the portal right here on the Kickstarter and, of course, Kenji Afune's page. And to check it out, all the cool, really awesome concept art from right there, and a lot of great stuff. I think that I'm not quite sure you can still... you can't really pledge to us anymore, because they got different things. It's like certain games that are coming out where you can constantly pledge to their website and keep building it up. But Kickstarter is only for a certain amount of time. So 0 seconds to go, meaning they only have about they have about 4 million of the 900,000 that they were actually looking for, with 67,226 backers.
All right, so thanks to all those awesome people. We don't have to donate. All we need to do to donate
is
just
buy it when it comes out. So.
Exactly. Buy the game when it comes out, and that's how we can support it right now.
The official Facebook page will be in the liner notes for the video itself right here to check it out. I'm going to like it right now. Mighty Number 9. Oh, it looks so good. Like it's like this should have came out this should have came out a while ago. It shouldn't have taken this so hard. And Kenji probably fought like hell to be able to do this kind of stuff right here, to be able to actually have access to do a Mega Man game. So we can call it Mega Man all we want, but officially we can't. It's almost like, green jello, green jelly.
Yeah,
it's like, the whole entire
I'm okay with that.
McDowell's, McDonald's, who cares?
Yes. But it's like how you said earlier in the podcast, we were talking about how content itself right here is great on YouTube and building up right here as far as YouTube and the internet in general. And this is just a perfect example, because it seems like a lot of great material does not see the light of day thanks to the people who sit in the seats, the CEOs, the producers, the people who are in charge of these video game companies. They're the final say, so that they can veto stuff, or they just feel like they just don't want to go that way. They don't listen to the fans itself. They see it as an idea, a formula. That's the reason why we have nothing but shitty remakes coming on, Like, let's just remake another movie that's only 10 years old. Like, let's do this, let's do that.
Fortunately, we do live in the age where people can do Indiegogo or Kickstarter and get money to help them do their projects. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that some douchebag celebrities with plenty of money in the bank won't use their platform to try to get stupid Kickstarter, Indiegogo things off the ground that they could just pay for out of their own deep pockets. Yeah, Zach Braff, I'm talking to you. But whatever. But it is a good system that's set up now for indie people, and as you were saying, some of the people that couldn't get things made any other way. And it's things like we're talking about with Titus and with things like this that other people are into. It's just it's a good time that we listen to it.
This is the only way we're going to get any kind of creativity happening in our media.
It's forming an underground and letting people just do it themselves rather than having to depend on deep pockets.
I'm telling you that it's going to be a completely different world media-wise in 10 years from now, maybe even 5 years from now.
It already is. It's already changed.
It's changing right now. The metamorphosis has begun, but I'm saying as far as when it reaches full, butterfly status, it's going to come out of its cocoon. It's going to be some beautiful way to. But, I look forward to that, but I also look forward to I don't look forward to it being changed or bastardized. Because any great idea that comes out is going to change, and somebody's going to find a way to rape it.
Just like the advertisers found their way to put ads in every single YouTube video ever in the world now. Advertisers and studios and things like that will find a way to make money somehow. It will happen. They'll find a way to do it. It's why
I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm sitting here just enjoying this delicious Coca-Cola while eating a delicious bag of Doritos here. And I think advertising is just ducky, especially for things like
just
Coca-Cola.
Swell.
Just dandy.
Yes.
Deedly doodly.
Rainbow Loom.
You want to talk about this? You want to talk about my
now,
hell that
I
went
woke
through?
up. Yeah. Here's our next segment. It's so funny that the rejoiners, I'm going to keep that. What Phil did last podcast, I'm just going to keep that in there.
That'll be our thing.
Yeah.
I like that thing.
That's what the new show is doing. So I woke up this morning, and I was very tired, and I think it was probably around 7 a.m., when I had to wake up because, my significant other had to work this morning early. And I see you complaining about the Rainbow Loom and going insane, and I'm like, what a hipster. I'm like,
it's not even. Is that somewhere you ski? Is that
no, not even hipster. Very. It was very you were super art snob with this.
I went full on graphic design art snob on this thing because it's garbage. Let me explain to our viewers at home. I'm a bit of a graphic designer. I don't like to brag, but I do my thing.
Do you use Quark?
Do I use what?
Quark.
Quark?
Quark. Yeah, Quark Express.
It's Quark, and no, I use the Adobe suite. So I don't even use it in InDesign. Anyway.
Sorry. I just want to do it to you once. I just want to do it to you. Sorry.
Can I read before you explain yourself? Can I read what you posted?
If you'd like to.
Okay, this is me, John Riley being Jesse Potwin. So after purchasing Rainbow Loom from Maddie, I can say with no uncertainty that I have been subjected to the worst example of design in a marketing campaign. The worst part is these assholes are making money hand over fist, thus enforcing the bad behavior.
Centers.
It's nothing but Comic Sans. Oh. Comic Sans as far as the eye can see. No color scheme, just all colors everywhere. The logo looks like it was designed in Word 97. It hurts me to purchase it. I almost didn't. But a pleading 8-year-old said to me, "What? I like Comic Sans. Ooh. I use it all the time. It's just a font." Really, Maddie?
Don't let them
just
learn
a
that
font? Just a font?
It isn't.
Oh, it's not. It's horror, and I'm gonna post a comic that I want you to put up right now on the video when we do print this. I'm gonna just send this link to you. I think you might know what it is, you might not, but it's sent there. Comic Sans. Oh, just the hell that is Comic Sans. hate Microsoft from even coming up with that. It's not, it's not a bad font.
This
It's not
picture
for what it is. It's for kids doing like art projects. It's for if you want to put a little cute little note. You know what it's not for? Packaging. It's not for putting on a box that you're trying to sell something to people.
It's not for term papers or.
It's not for term papers. Yeah, it's.
This picture that Jesse gave me is courtesy of Explosm.net and Cyanide Happiness.
Yes, if you're not familiar with that comic, you should be. Go to Explosm.net and check them out. I love these guys; they're hilarious. But they have a little comic, and it should be up.
Yes, Comic Sans!
Yeah. Comic Sans! The game is, you play a game, and it's every time you see Comic Sans, you put your hands up in the air and you go, Comic Sans! You just scream it at the top of your lungs, just so people know what an awful, awful thing it is to stare at. It just makes my eyes bleed. And this box that I bought, this Rainbow Loom, which is big with the girls these days. The kids love this shit.
I'm sorry, I interrupt you. What is this Rainbow Loom? It just
Rainbow
like I said,
Loom.
makes me think of a ski mounting. Like
I mean, you're gonna make me sell this thing. It's actually really kind of cute. The kids can make like little like rubber band necklaces and bracelets with it.
So it's an arts and crafts thing, sort of.
Yeah, it's a craft thing. I'm wearing one now. You see how stylish this is? This is just lovely. She made me a little black and white one. Isn't that cute? It's just rubber bands, and they just kind of looms them together. And it's cute, and all the kids at her school have them. She loves it, and she's having a blast. She's been doing nothing but making bracelets and rings and shit with it. So it's adorable. But it's the box that got me. I just could not. They must be making a shit ton of money with this thing.
You got to take a picture. Take a picture of the boxing and send it to me so we can post
I
it
will.
on the video.
All you have to do is just look at their website, and it looks like a GeoCities website from the 90s. It's you're imagining it now. You know exactly that's what their packaging looks like. If they could put animated GIFs onto the box, they would have.
Spitting Metallica logos.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on like Angel Fire.
Under construction with a little guy digging. It's just hell. I don't know how they're selling things. I don't know how they're selling this. It's just, I know how they're selling it because little girls love this shit. They have a niche market and they can sell this stuff. But I went into full graphic designer, fucking hipster mode, just like John said. I almost didn't buy it just because it looks that
Why'd
bad.
you go to the different cable company? Oh yeah, I forgot. We're the only cable company here.
Yeah. It's
Rubbing
just
their
a cheap
nipples.
little plastic. I paid $16 for this cheap little plastic with pegs in it so that she could knit or loom or whatever the hell these things do. She fucking loves it though,
And that's all that matters because she's happy, right?
I love that kid, so I didn't mind. Yeah, I didn't mind buying it, but I swallowed my pride and bought it, not without a few snide remarks. This conversation actually happened. She actually said, "What? I like Comic Sans." This was something she said to me, and I went, "No, it's okay that you like it because you're an 8-year-old girl.
Just
it's
say
okay,
no.
but it's not okay for a company to do this. Remember that. Write that down." And that night, me and her, we sat down, and I made sure to teach her a little bit of HTML. We're going through proper design channels, and don't worry, this kid's gonna know her stuff. All right, are we done talking about Rainbow Loom? Because I can't look at this anymore.
Yes, we are.
Oh, thank you,
We're
Jesus.
done.
Oh God, their site
It's
not optimized.
Move on.
It's not
Disgusting.
optimized.
Move
for
on.
Other than
Disgusting.
800 by 600.
Let's move on and never talk about this.
Oh God,
Rainbow Loom will be the title of this podcast.
Dandy Rainbow Loom.
Dandy Rainbow Loom.
The Dandy Rainbow Loom. Oh, sorry, I went on a rant.
No, that works.
It works. It's
I'm
totally
not sorry,
understandable.
really.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
fun.
not sorry.
Yeah.
All right, that about wraps it up for us.
Oh, by the way,
week-
one thing I wanted to talk about quickly before we go. A guy in Salem got a house broke into, and someone peed on his rug. Someone peed on the dude's rug.
Man, that's too bad because that rug really tied the room together.
Yeah, it did. Sorry, I just had to end on that because it's true. This really happened in Salem, Massachusetts. Everyone Google this.
fucking carpet pissers, dude.
A stranger broke into someone's house and urinated on their rug, dude. They peed on the dude's rug.
Fucking carpet pissers, dude.
Right? Yeah.
Sorry, John.
That's okay.
It needed to be said.
It needed to be said. I understand.
That does sound like not normal Salem behavior this time of year, though.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
That about does it for the Couch Masters. I'm John C. Riley.
Oh,
And
hey,
you can
I
reach
plug my
me
show
at-
coming up. Before we
bitch.
finish this up.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll be appearing with English folk rapper Kingsley Special K Greer in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I'm sorry, spell that name?
It's with Special K. You don't.
Kingsley Special Grant.
Never been to
Kingsley
a rape,
Special
Sean? You don't know
K.
what Special K is? You've never been to a rape. Come on.
I think it's actually the
Special-
cereal.
Yeah.
It's English.
Okay, I thought
We're talking over each other.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Albuquerque,
plug
New
your show.
Mexico. Check out our website.
Say it
more
again.
information.
Go ahead. Tell me about your plug right now.
English folk rapper Kingsley Special K Greer and I will be appearing in Albuquerque, New Mexico, at the venue John Slop House.
John Slop House, huh?
John Slop House, yeah, it's on Main Street.
Is that a pub or is that just a family restaurant? What's going on?
It's well, they don't know we're coming.
You just gotta show up and just start
we're
rapping.
actually a
show
personal
up. So
presence.
I haven't actually been there yet. I just found it on Yelp, and they had decent reviews. So I thought.
So
that
you're
was the best
what are you
place to
doing
do
with
it.
the rapper? What are you doing? Are you rapping as
beatbox.
well? Beatbox.
Yeah.
Beatboxing with a rapper. And you're
Yep,
gonna be,
yeah. I'm not.
Why always Albuquerque, New Mexico?
What's that?
Why always Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Well, because it's the only place I can really be seen in public.
Do you fly there or do you drive there?
But, I get there. That's what's important.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, listen, I got dozens and dozens of adoring fans. I can't put out that information without being just bogged down.
I think that next time we end the show, I'm actually just gonna go to you and ask you what your next show is because
Oh, I'm gonna keep doing this. This is fun for me.
you can reach me at JaceDown on Twitter, JaceDown Studios, and the Couchmasters on Facebook. Of course, you can reach any of us if you have any questions for us. Just send it over to Facebook, the Couchmasters. Of course,
Yes.
www.thecouchmasters.com.
And I don't get to pub anything. Yeah, they don't like to let me pub anything because they hate me. No, and you can find any of my stuff at issuesprogram.com or follow me at I Got Issues Man. Thank you.
And please leave a comment on our Facebook. Tell us what your favorite dinosaur is or favorite 80s pop song. We'd love to hear more.
Favorite dinosaur? Mine was always the Brontosaurus. I don't know why.
My favorite dinosaur is the thesaurus.
Ooh.
Oh,
Perfect.
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 Perfect. And Couch_Masters. Is that right on Twitter?
Yes.
Yes. And of course, you can check out D-Ray on Mr. D-Ray 2013 on YouTube. And Scumbag D-Ray. What's his handle again? It's still Scumbag D-Ray.
Scumbag D-Ray.
Yeah,
Scumbag D-Ray on Twitter. And
He's on the Twitch too. I watched some of his
Yes,
videos
yes,
on the
he's
Twitch.
everywhere.
That was really cool.
we're gonna have all the links up there on the website. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
we'll just throw links down there.
yeah,
Quick
it's just
stuff.
whatever. It's
There'll
cool.
be so many
whatever.
links in this video, you won't know what to do. It'll be like
Oh,
a
yeah.
chain fence.
And of course, Mixcloud.
Waka,
Mixcloud
waka,
is
waka.
where we're right now, and hopefully we're going to be able to post the rest of the episodes from the start one with Jeff to all the ones we have currently right now
It's
on
very
iTunes.
possible you're listening to us there right now.
Hopefully. If you're backtracking and you're just getting into this right now, and you're like, wow, I want to listen to this, and I want to go back, forward, whatever, wherever you go. Man, this is a really long outro. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for listening to the Couchmasters podcast. I'm John Riley, and get off my couch.
Motherfucker.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that's disturbing, whatever that was.
Hey, Phil, remember when we met Weird Al? That was awesome.